When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop, where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. I wouldn't say I have a lack of fear. In fact, I'd like my fear emotion to be less because it's very distracting and fries my nervous system. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. Brand is just a perception, and perception will match reality over time. Sometimes it will be ahead, other times it will be behind. But brand is simply a collective impression some have about a product. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. Starting and growing a business is as much about the innovation, drive, and determination of the people behind it as the product they sell. The first step is to establish that something is possible, then probability will occur. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. What makes innovative thinking happen? I think it's really a mindset. You have to decide. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. I think we have a duty to maintain the light of consciousness to make sure it continues into the future. You shouldn't do things differently just because they're different. They need to be better. Don't delude yourself into thinking something's working when it's not, or you're gonna get fixated on a bad solution. You want to have a future where you're expecting things to be better, not one where you're expecting things to be worse. As a child, I hated being alone. As an adult, I don't want to be alone. It makes one really miserable.